Alrighty, hey guys, MasterGriffin of Flippin Thrift Resellers. Trying to get my situation set up. Going to show how to tie a necktie. Before we even get to the tying of a tie, make sure you get the proper care of a tie. You don't want to fold it up, ball it up, leave it in a knot. So you need to practice so it doesn't tear the material up. So I'm just going to grab a random tie. Having your ties hung up, you can roll them up and put them in a drawer, but hanging them up allows the natural flow to occur without trying to bundle up or create creases. So I have a button down collar. You can have a different type of collar. So what we're going to do is just thread the tie through the shirt. If you have a button down shirt, that's fine. If not, not a problem. Okay, so real quickly, get this over here. You always want to take your time and adjust. So before I even get to this part, the quality of the material is really going to help sell the knot. If you have cheap material and it's made cheaply, it's going to crumple and wrinkle. So you want to spend a little bit more money, especially if you have fewer ties. Spend more money, then the tie will last longer. If you buy cheap, you buy twice. So if you have a tie that has got a good blade holder, these are called blades, and you want it to be able to go through there. So be very, very careful and cautious of that. So okay, it's about 8 to 9 different ways to tie a tie. I'm going to do the same way twice. I like to keep it simple. So this is my right hand here. This side is my left side. So you take one hand and you want to go a distance roughly about 1/3. Why? You'll see in a minute. So if I go over, so I go right over, then I come over the bottom blade, then I come up through here. Now I want to come and go in front of the small blade, but in between the wrapped part. So I go down here. I want to pull the knot tight, but then not too tight where I can't slip it up. Now, by using that roughly 1/3, it allows me to use the back of the label, and also some ties don't have both. Higher quality ties should have both the label and a blade holder, so you can line them up through that. You can also get a tie bar, so that way it helps keep the tie in place so it won't move a lot. Okay, so that I think that's the Windsor knot. Do it again. Use a different color, might be more visible. So once again, we go through the here. So you want to make sure you take your time. If you have somebody helping you, that's fine. They got to reverse everything because they're looking at it, but then they have to do it from facing you. Okay, so we get this distance here. So now, what happens if you start too low? So if I do it, if I'm in a hurry and I go here, wrap over one time, then come up here, then I go front of this front facing part, pull that down. That's almost even. I can get away with that. You never, never, never want the skinny blade longer than the top blade. Okay, so you want to be careful about that distance. $85. All right, nice tie. So now I'm going to come through here. This one just has a single blade holder out of the same material, and there we go. So that is what I call the Windsor knot. And then some people like to leave them tied in a knot because they think they're in a rush. You end up damaging the material a lot more than you think. So these are very, at least for the silk ties anyway, very high quality fabric. So let's do this one. So Tommy Hilfiger has different color materials on most of their ties. I guess that's their signature thing. But if you got a solid color tie, like all black, or a very specific color for your job or whatever, so you want to make sure you're in compliance with the type of ties, or clip-on ties, zip-on ties, different types of ties. If you have the ability to wear a nice high quality tie, people take you serious. If you have a high quality tie not tied correctly, people cannot take you serious. So got that around the back. So this is my right hand. So this is about the right distance. If you count the buttons, 1, 2, 3, I want to be between the third and fourth button on me. That way, when I tie it, I have distance on the long blade. So I'm going to go over 1. This one goes over. Wrap that around. And I come up. Pull through. Open this up. Put him through. Grab the little blade. Kind of tighten the knot. Then adjust the knot. It's two different things. So when you adjust the knot, that's the length from the knot to the neck. That's the adjustment. To tighten it, you want to pull this front blade. All right? So there we go. So that is the simple and easy Windsor knot. And again, like I said on the back, you want to take the small blade, lace it through. Now I will say, sometimes if you're in a rush and maybe you have an extra tie and something spills and you got to get back out there, which you can do, which I've done, especially if the blade is longer on the skinny blade, then I could take this and just put it up through the top one to kind of hide that, and then that way it looks very presentable. All right guys, this is MasterGriffin of Flippin' Ace Thrift Resellers. You can reach me at 612-807-5758. Holla.